Wow.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start at their old radio night. So, what is it, the 4th of August, 2018, Channel 12, and I'm standing by.
All right. The old radio night show going on. Damn, he's just switched back to the radio. Oh, no.
Slammer, you want to do the thing tonight, or you want to do it?
For what, 21?
I was asking Slammer if he wanted to be the one to do it tonight.
I'm not going to be out there long, 21.
Okay. Well, I'd asked 987, but everybody can't hear him. So, Crazy Man, you want to do it there?
I don't like it there because 987 must switch radio tonight. I get some almost radio back up to around 3.5.
410.
Go ahead, Slammer. I'll just go on out. They call me the Slammer, 755 in Charleston, South Carolina. I'm running a Galaxy Saturn base with a PAL 351. I've got a pair of Dosi meters hooked up to it with a coax going up to a tower about 45 foot tall and a Antron 99 on top. And once again, they call me the Slammer, and I'm standing by. Well, I don't wonder why they call you Slammer. How's that 987? Go ahead. Alright, this is 987 over here on Johns Island, South Carolina. You're talking Cobra 139 XLR with a RM Italy KL503 running into a Workman HB201S. It's basically a power meter and a standing wave ratio meter, and then that's all going into right now. I've got 2 antennas hooked up. The one is going to right now is Antron 99, but also on the other end there, it's going into a inverted dipole there. What about that 1940 out there? What about 1940? You out there? Oh, well, you must be out there sleeping. What about the white dog? How about you, Night Ranger? How about Night Ranger? Where you at out there, paper dog?
Joyce Johnson said hello, Crazy Man.
Next time for them, hello back. Tell him I said hello right back.
Hey, Crazy Man, why don't you get Bullseye before he gets out of there?
What about Bullseye? Tell me what kind of radio is talking on. Come on in.
10-4, got a Galaxy DX2547. It's pretty much barefoot, nothing special. Got a Solarcon 2000 antenna, it's about 32.5 feet up. I got a Cobra M75 mic, hand mic. My desk mic went out, so I got this Cobra. Hope it's doing okay as far as mics go. But that's pretty what I got running. Nothing special, but that's me. Roger?
Now 42, Roger. As long as you got good modulation and still talking, I can hear you. You're doing good.
10-4, y'all sounding good too. Glad to be out here with y'all. Sitting back listening.
Now 14 on that there. I started talking on the same one again now. So I had called for radio. 40 channels, upper lower side, band, and all that other junk. My schedule map with them doggone knobs on that. Things like that Ranger radio. That's going kaput and do like a Mr. Police kind of one. I let that alone. I'm going to find somebody to preach on over who. They they call me 116 over here. The crazy man with a bullfrog and 2 ducks. We went back out.
Running good, crazy man. You sound good on my radio. Sounding real good. I got all my knobs turned wide open, so you got what I got. There you go.
You sound something, man.
4.
We'll play till you come out and talk to you. Get your name called. Hey, Bullseye. Hey, Bullseye, you got a copy on me over there? Bullseye, you got a copy on that 987 over that backside of John's Hollow?
Negative. I couldn't quite pick anything up that direction. I couldn't hear at 987. I've heard him a few other times, but not right now.
The time he like switch radios. He gets off the good one, gets on the bad one. That's one I don't hear him. When he gets back on the good one, he sounds good.
Yeah, well, I hear him every now and then. I got my squeps all the way down, so if I hear him, I'll holler at him.
Yeah, Temple. I said 987. He said he couldn't get you. Temple, I got the preamp on right now. I got the preamp on, and he sounds good over here. He sounds good over here on the island.
Yeah, I got.
It is on here.
I heard that.
I started to come in there. What do you say, that slammer?
I said, who was that? Y'all was trying to get you?
That's Bullseye right there.
Bull what?
Bullseye.
Oh, Bullseye. Bullseye. Okay. How about it, Bullseye? You got a copy on Slammer Break Break.
Well, Roger that. I hear you good. You putting a 3 or 4 on my radio. I hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, I got about a pound and a half on you, but definitely you got good modulation. I can understand pretty much what you're saying, but like I say, your strength ain't really there. I don't know what you got going on, but sounding good. You come in here, that's all that matters. Slammer back out.
Well, you said you definitely doing good on my radio. Yeah, I'm just running a plain old barefoot, nothing special radio here, and putting out as much as it can do. All the knobs turned wide open. But you sounding good. You sounding good, Roger.
Telfo. I appreciate it. Like I say, that sounds good for a barefoot, and you're sounding good. All right, you call me Slammer, I'm standing by.
That was Lars. Bullseye said, don't listen.
Yeah, that Bullseye does sound good. I just have to have the preamp on to hear him. The only thing is I have to have the preamp on to hear him and all, but he does sound good. He's got good clean modulation. 10-4 here, Mud Duck Station.
Pizza Man.
Pizza Man. Oh, so I'm going by Pizza Man tonight, huh?
Something that sounds like that, yeah.
Or kind of, sort of. I saw that mayo sauce coming slobbering out on both sides of your mouth. Oh, no. That didn't sound right.
Well, how about that 1940? How about that 15-4?
Good evening to the band. 15-4 on this end. Most of y'all know who we talking on. Strangle 497. Talking opposite of Gizmachi beans. And that's about it.
10-4. Sounding good.
Yeah, doing good over here, too. Get any more better? I want my favorite standing. Yeah, right, crazy. Get out of here. I got to do it. I'm there, 15-4. Slam is waving. Good evening to you, Slam. I would say that we don't have no copy on you, but you know that'd be dang near impossible. 410. We'll do it again. Yep, you sound choice. All right, we sitting back.
15-4 is Bullseye. You sounding good here. You sounding real good here.
Bullseye, I think you and 987 were calling 15-4 at the same time.
Oops, sorry about that 15-4 is bullseye. You sounding good here. Sounding real good. Bullseye.
Yes, they're right, Bullseye. You sounded good back in North Charleston. Ain't no doubt about it. We heard your whole cue, so you sounded real good on this end. Bullseye, you're doing it in North Charleston. And I appreciate the bump down, Bullseye. You know who it is. I'm clearing out.
Okay, gotcha. Sounding good. It's bullseye. Sit back listening.
Sounding good, 15-4. Good evening to you, 987. I hear you out there calling. We don't have too good a grip on you because you're talking in the side of my beat right now, but we did have a grip on you. Good evening to you, 987. Yeah, Roger. Well, turn them beams around, you know, man. Turn them beams around. I'll flip to my flat side, too.
That's something I wanted to show that 15-4 whenever y'all get through there.
10-4, 10-4. Alright, switch over my flat side.
I know y'all got a special hookups there, you know.
You got more signal coming out on your flat side there at 97. I'm on my flat side right now. Oh, we just lost it. I did. You did? You lost him?
Yeah, just then he just now flipped. He said he was on it a while ago, then he flipped it, then he's on it.
Yeah, okay. Wow. Oh, that's what you've been doing.
All right, he's on it now. Go ahead there, 987.
I'm here, 21.
I barely got you, but I mean, I don't barely got you, but I got you. Let me stand by so that they can hear you.
I can't hear him at 21. I know what, but the way he went to, he must have went out in the woods. It's a omnidirectional flash for, alright, Night Ranger checking in. I don't know, Night Ranger, what you talking on? Anyways, well, first, for my delayed response, I may have to turn this mic down and pick this, screw this radio, but anyway, just got off on work meeting, a very long one. And the radio I'm talking on is a T-Berry T-Dispatch with a D184 40 channel from the late 1970s, going into a little Tanner Brown DNA Raider, and my homemade wired J-pole. Let me know if it sounds okay. I didn't even get to check the mic gain and all that because I was busy with work. Now, poor thing, you sound good over here, though. You sound hard for you earlier. You must ain't got on work much. Oh, I'll leave you alone until you come out here. Make up your mind, get out here. I've had the radio on here, but I had headphones on and I was talking to people over the internet, so I couldn't get in, couldn't get on here while that was going on. Oh, you need to teach your dog how to key up that mic, go woof woof. Yeah, I was trying to get this radio to go direct into the computer and it wouldn't do it. It was squealing every time I tried to go through the USB port, so 70s technology wasn't getting along with present day technology. Let me adjust this other thing here. But anyway, it's working. Well, I appreciate it. That 987 keep getting, one time he'd be putting 3.5 on me, and the next time he went somewhere else. I don't know where he went. He didn't come across my feet. He didn't move my needle and couldn't hear it. Well, no, a lot of times, when a plane comes in between he and I, his signal starts fluttering up and down, and I think mine does the same on him. I think he's flipping the button over there, the switch.
Well, he's going on the flat side so him and 15-4 can have their, quality time.
I thought it was a roundabout.
No, he hadn't got on here yet.
You did, I'm on the vertical.
Hey, 987.
Go ahead, I switched back over antenna.
Okay. Maybe Night Ranger can hear you now.
Hello, Night Ranger. Hello, Night Ranger.
Night Ranger, he's calling you. Oh, Night Ranger had to get on the computer.
Let me get the delay out of here. Go ahead, 97. How you doing over there? Long time no hear. Doing pretty good. I'm sick and tired of all this rain we're having. I don't blame you. Been getting a whole bunch of flooding over here on the island.
Oh, it's flooding over here. See, the power went out this morning because a tree fell over. And it wasn't even a storm. It was just the ground so saturated that a tree just decided to fall over and landed on the power line and knocked the power out for about an hour and a half this morning.
Hell, Jim, for on that. Shoot, that ain't good. That ain't good at all, one single bit.
No. But, yeah, matter of fact, all week I've been hearing trees falling back in the woods. You know, it's just the ground so soggy it can't hold the trees up.
That ain't good whatsoever. Especially walking through the woods or something like that. You know, shoot, going to your fishing hole or whatever it be, or just, you know, nature looking or whatever. And next thing you know, with the ground being so dang saturated, next thing I hear, you start hearing pop and crack and this and that. Next thing you know, you got a tree coming on you. That ain't good.
Yeah, the mosquitoes are so bad right now, and this isn't a joke. The mosquitoes are so bad I can walk up to the window, and there'll be 4 or 5 mosquitoes on the inside of the window beat themselves against the glass trying to get at me.
Yeah, that's another problem lately, too, over here also on the islands is the mosquitoes been real bad, too.
Well, I sure wish you'd quit. I'm sick of what's been doing this for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty darn sick of myself also. I've been dealing with quite a bit. Definitely tired of them.
The woods behind the house are all full of, it's all full of water. Normally I hear the deer walking around back there and crunching the leaves, but right now I'm listening to them sloshing the water.
It's kind of been the same way here, too.
On the other side of one of these, this had to get up to your house and say you cut off this spigot, you flooding the place.
Night Ranger, did you say you was on a T-Berry?
Yeah, T-Berry T-Dispatch 40 channel. I think this has the UPD 858 chip in it. It's got to be late 1970s.
Joe.
Streaming live on my channel right now. Somebody's already giving me a thumbs down. I guess somebody they don't like me, they don't like the radio, one or the other.
I don't know. Don't sick them on me.
What's that old song from the 70s, Garden Party? You can't please everybody, so you have to please yourself.
Right.
Ranger. Hey, you still have your horizontal beam there?
Yeah, I've got it, but not hooked to this radio. It's hooked to the ham radio.
Oh, Roger.
Yeah, I was going to tell you what I'm talking on here. General Electric Mobile radio. One of them like I used to run in a truck that I had one time, long time back there. It's 40 channel. It's one of the weird General Electric mobiles with the side mount microphone with a regular 4-pin instead of that DIN that they love so much. This one here is just straight 40 channel. It must have been just before it must have been some leftover ones, and they used a channel selector and put 40 channels in it instead of the 23. This radio here has got the 02A chip in it, and I don't know if for sure if it's this one or not, or which one it is, but I was told that they had channels put in the radio like this one time. But anyway, it's got good modulation on it, and it used to anyway. It's got an antenna warning light on it, modulation light. It's got a noise blanker, A&L, CBPA, and a delta tune switch back and forth, squelch and volume. I got it sitting on a Lafayette PS50 power supply with a built-in speaker. There it is right there. And one thing I wanted to show at 15.4, I always tell him that I got a receive amp over here, and I wanted to show him that I want to be legal now, and I'm going to show him it in action. I figure I can get this camera over there. Let's see right there. Now I want to cut it off and cut it back on, and you can hear the difference in the receive coming in. Hang on. All right, that's off right there. That's off right there. And that's on right there. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that 15.4 knew that I wanted to make sure he knew I had a received preamp.
Okay. Hey, we go for that 21, but what I want to know is, I'll be able to see that on the video gate. I'll be able to see the difference in the receive. But how you going to explain when you cut it off? How you going to explain my needle going back the other way?
I don't know. It's supposed to not be affecting that part of it. I can't control what happens on your radio.
I ain't doing it over here. Explaining it over 2 years back.
10-4.
Oh, wow. I ain't backing up over here.
No, what he was talking about there when I was flipping the switch there, I was cutting that preamp on. So that's what I got to use these things that I got, and it's got a preamp function on it there, and then it'd be a shame not to use it. So I need a little help sometimes, not really with 987, but sometimes when he's way out there, I like to have something I can pull him in on, so I'll flip that preamp on there and get him on the end.
I hear you. I hope I don't never get that way. Like Night Ranger. 987, damn, I get it right. But he wants to make sure he gets his pizza report. Yeah, we make sure we attach that addendum to your testimony at your trial 21.
10-4.
Oh, Crazy Man will definitely get his pizza report.
Is there a plane flying over there now, 987?
Go ahead, Break. Oh, no, you told you go ahead, Break. There's a radio check out there. I heard him far off out there in distance. I did hear him out there. Go ahead, radio check.
10-4, appreciate that radio check. What's your point?
The 20 over here is on Johns Island, South Carolina. Johns Island, South Carolina.
10-4 over South Carolina. Pretty good.
I got you okay over here. Got you okay. I need to cut my preamp on.
10-4, thanks so much for coming back. I appreciate it.
Ask him where he's at.
No problem, man. No problem. Hey, what's the 20 on that radio check? What's the 20 on that radio check?
The radio check is in Wisconsin.
Where'd he say?
Wisconsin.
Oh, you're in Wisconsin? Oh, okay. He's in Wisconsin. 987.
I heard him out there. I got quite fully about. I caught about half of it, so I didn't fully understand him there.
But anyway, he's gone now.
But yeah, Wisconsin, I still hear you in there a little bits and pieces and all. Conditions are coming in and out. I barely got you. I do have my preamp on too while at it, but the radio checks in the mail, man. Definitely sounding good. You got good modulation on here, but the signal isn't all the best and all. So, but you're doing good though. Say what now, Wisconsin? Asking me in mobile or base? Hey, Wisconsin, are you a mobile or base? Hey, Wisconsin, are you a mobile or base? Hey, Wisconsin, are you a mobile or base? Are you a mobile or base, Wisconsin? If you ask him a dang question, he disappeared. Yeah, crazy man. He ended up disappearing on me.
Yeah, he was scared he was going to ask him something there.
Yeah, probably some pizza. Yeah, maybe. You had him there too for your second there, 21, and then he was gone.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing over there, but you're fluctuating from time to time from like a 3.5. Now you're climbing up to try to cover up the 5. I don't know what's going on over there.
I haven't changed anything.
Well, you cut that preamp on there. Don't let that 15.4 catch you with that thing on.
All right, the preamp's on now.
Oh, it's on now? Okay. You're all right then.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
That's pretty good when that preamp helps you signal going out.
You got that right. I thought it was over his head.
Oh, mercy. Oh, mercy alive. Y'all got me cracking up over here.
Well, we're happy for you.
I know y'all are.
Yeah.
You need me to do it some more?
Oh, you're doing a wonderful job. 21 said that and he's back quiet.
So that is Slammer that said him back quiet.
It wasn't all that. No, it's not all that.
Oh, that's crazy, man. I can tell you going in all.
Oh, yeah, that. Oh, yeah, it's funny, too. They got the laugh. Whoa. I must put new batteries in that 21.
And what?
I'm not laughing.
Oh,
Mine get real weak.
Oh, crazy, man. Signal is fluctuating up and down.
No, they're not fluctuating. Your my radio's so heavy getting out, that's why it's jumping up and down.
We think of that blue pill.
When people up be taking that sign, so right there for the wall. Wow, where did that come from?
You sure it's not blue, right?
I got a green one, I got a blue one, I got a gray one, the big one is a daggone gray one. Those look like a horse pill.
Alright, well, you can stop taking the blue one.
You said don't think that's blue no more?
Well, you can stop, but don't take it as much.
you don't need it for him. That's what he's trying to tell you.
Oh, he's been taking something like that.
He likes you without it.
About
You think about what?
Slammer knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he likes you without it. He don't want any faking going on there.
I don't do no thinking no more because I get myself in trouble.
Faking.
You said bacon?
Fake.
Been going.
Going.
Hey, Charlie Hustle. There's Charlie Hustle on there. Charlie Hustle. I wanted to tell everybody why I've been having trouble with this internet thing. It's my upload speed, which I didn't know. Streaming is only 1.21 or a little over 1, and you really need about 4. And so they don't want to work with me on it. They want to, I've just got the basic thing. I'm not paying another $60 to get a higher speed, so it'll have to be what it is. But if I did go, it'd be 200 megabytes per second. See, it just goes crazy. There's no, there's no in between. I'd be happy. Okay, how much would it be for 10, that's all I need. I don't need no 200, but oh no, that's either all or none with them. So I'm not going to do it. Anyway, it have to be what it is. I checked and did everything in the world, and that's what it is. It's up. The streaming is not enough megabytes per second to keep it from getting garbled up sometimes. So have to bear with me there. Either that or I got to do like I used to do and just do Movie Maker and then upload it later. Then it won't have a problem then. I don't know why.
21. Honestly, man, shoot, that's how I was doing a lot of my videos and all. Shoot, just recording the video, and honestly, just uploading it later. And it ended up working out better for me. And when you was doing it too and all, honestly, I think it worked out a lot better and all. And honestly, I think that's a huge giant scam, that they're doing, wanting to charge that amount of money, to do something like that.
Yeah, I'm not going to play that game there, because I just have regular basic television. I got the smart TV thing going on where I watch, different things. I got computers, I can check out, YouTube and whatever I want. So anyway, but that's the deal with but you have to get the television along with it. That's why it's so much, the extra upcharge on the television. And that's why it's so expensive. They can't just, charge you for the internet there. And you got to bundle it, whether you want it or not. So I don't like that. Anyway, that's not going to happen right now. So that's just the way it is. But yeah, I've done most of them. I've done hundreds of them by the Movie Maker type. And I just started doing the live stream thing. So it's just something to try different. That's all.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But also to, do the TV thing too. Honestly, man, that is ridiculous. That's the first I've ever heard of. That is ridiculous. I mean, that shouldn't be necessary at all. I call that, bull crap and all. But that's pretty darn outright ridiculous that they want to do all that kind of crap. I'm just telling you what I think and all, but take it how you want to.
Yeah. Well, if I had a smartphone, which I don't use because I can't use them where I work, I get destroyed there. So I just use the regular. I don't mess around with all that, the texting. I don't have time for it at work. And if I do a little bit of it, my flip phone's fine. And everything else I do on the computer, send emails and all like that. So, and I talk on the phone, if they don't want to talk to me in regular, then I don't do all that other. But if I did, there's a way to get that streaming, through your phone. And it's real good. You hook it up to your camera and all like that. So, it does pretty good. The guys I know got internet that way on their television set. They got some kind of adapter on their phone they hook to their TV. I don't know. I don't care right now because I can't do it, but that's what they do.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I don't see myself doing it either. I see it as kind of pointless and all. I mean, you're basically doing the same kind of stuff and all, but you're just, only thing is the difference is, okay, well, you're seeing the stuff right now, live stream and all, but if you record it and all, you're going to see the exact same stuff later too, though.
Yeah, I know. It's just something to do for people to join in that right then, to join in and make comments. But I don't know. I'll see how this one goes, and it might be the last one I do for a while, live stream there. And go see that a Night Ranger, he's got all those big old computer banks over there and his own servers and stuff. And so he's probably got like 1,000 megabytes per second upload speed. I don't know, but anyway, he'll just have to be the one that's streaming. He'll do the streaming.
That's 21. I don't think we're gonna watch. You said Night Ranger get 1,000 megabits, but I don't think we're gonna watch.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I bet I almost gave a secret away.
Hey, but the truth be told, the last 3 uploads you uploaded has been 100% better ever since you moved that microphone. That's what I noticed. You can have it in there every once in a while, but not enough to bother anybody. So I think that was the main thing.
Oh, okay. Good. Okay, that's great. Appreciate it. Yeah, they got this scary show on there. But they got the Wolfman on there. I don't know if that's Bella Lugosi, I think, is the Wolfman. What's his name? Sherlock Holmes. Basil Rathbone, he's Dr. Frankenstein. And got another one of those other guys on there. I don't think it's Boris Karloff, but they're all in this one movie. It's old movie there, I guess, from 1940.
Yeah, I think in my recollection, Lon Chaney was the best Wolfman.
Oh yeah. Used to that mummy. That was let's see who that was. That was that guy. Anyway, he was Artemis Day or something like that. That thing was scary, That mummy, it start walking at you with its arms stretched out. It's like people couldn't get away from him. He could only walk about 2 miles an hour. And, they could probably run 10 miles an hour if they wanted to, or even faster than that. And they'd run backwards and fall down, and he'd almost get them, and man, that was scary until I got older and started looking at it. I said, why don't you just get it? That thing can't get you. But I have to try to think of what his name was. He was old, always in the scary movies.
You're not talking about Boris Karloff?
Yeah, Boris Karloff, yeah.
Yeah, I always wondered about that myself. Like you say, back in the day when you was at that age where that stuff was real, it was scary. But then he's limping, got one arm, and he's choking people to death. I never quite could understand that.
Yeah, and another thing too, they got like a cave, right? And they think now, they know something's down in there, right? Let's go on in. Go on in. Shit. Hey, no, man. No, but they got to go on in there,
Yeah, that's the way it normally went.
Great channel.
Go ahead.
821, I think someone's trying to call you out there.
Go ahead.
Hey, that station I was calling 21, Dirty Diaper out there. Go ahead. Hold on, 21. I barely hear him in there, but I think he's trying to call you. It's 514. I can't hear nobody but you right now. I think it was 542.
514.
542. 542.
Oh, okay.
I can't hear him either.
45 in the creek with the wave.
45. Hold on a second. I think a 452 out there somewhere, way off out there in the distance, trying to get a hold of 21.
Hey, 987. That's okay. We can't get him.
Yeah, 10-4. I'm just letting you know I did hear a 452 out there that supposedly it was a 452.
He's talking when he's talking.
the other.
Yeah, Roger. He was talking when you were talking there. All right, I'm going to stand by that 45 in the creek is out there.
Yeah, okay. I didn't want to get in there and interrupt your conversation there, but I just got back from Lowe's, man. I wanted to put a wave down on you out here tonight, guys.
10-4 there, 45, sounding good over here on the island. Bye, Miss 514.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, I got the 29 in here. I haven't used it in a while. Just putting some airtime on it. Putting something different. It's a little older radio than what I normally use. So there you go. Here. Over.
Sounds great over here, man. Sounds great on the island.
Sounding good there, 45.
Yeah, 10-4. I was just going to comment that it's got a different receive on it than what I'm used to, and all that stuff. But you guys sound pretty good. I get the preamp going on it. It really comes in fairly well there. It's really weak receive without it on this particular radio, but it sure does fit right in there when I put the preamp on her. No doubt about that. I had it going. I left it hooked up all week. 21, I had it out here last week. Wanted to hear what it was going to sound like, and well, I come out here and I talked for a little bit, and I just left it hooked up, man. I figured, hey, a week ain't gonna take long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Roger. Well, not a Carolina Pirate. Yeah, Night Ranger. He's got a video gate going too, so check his out too to hear how it sounds. You're sounding real good on this radio here. And but check both of them and get you a good report. I was explaining earlier to that 15-4 about the preamp situation there that I have over here, right?
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, I do listen to all the videos that are made. Whoever's skating that night on the radio night, I listen to both of them actually, and I do that pretty much every time. If Night Ranger had it going on or whatever, I listen to his, and also the 97 Pete does one. I like to hear all of them and hear what we sound like on different parts of town there. It's pretty entertaining too, actually. It was something I heard last week while I was bored. I was going back through some other ones, and man, I about died of laughter. It's something you said, 21. I can't remember what it was, but it was like 1:30 in the morning. I was listening to it. It pretty much it gave me the laughter that I needed, my friend.
10-4 on that, dear. Well, let me ask you a question. That preamp, is it connected to the 300A?
No, negative. This preamplifier is on the 667 there, and so I like it because I can turn it on even whenever I don't have the amplifier on. I got a little something running right now, but it works. The preamp will work without the power running.
Yeah, 10-4. That's what I was trying to explain, that 15-4 there.
Get in 345. Get in 345. If I'm gonna have to get me one of them preamps. But I want the kind that 987 got over there, because that campaign got that preamp is smoking.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, these two here work really well too. The one I got on my 300A works really wonderfully, and the one in this, different ones, different strengths, 15-4, but these two are pretty doggone powerful, and I like them because I can run them, and I can run barefoot and still be having my preamplification with my receiver, Roger.
Yeah, Ryan. Well, like I said, I'm gonna be looking for one like 987 guy, because he's been doing some excellent receiving out there.
15-4, it's a RM Italy KL 503. RM Italy KL 503.
Man, Ryan on the DTL 503.
Is that legal?
Yes, it's legal.
Okay.
radio, yeah, right.
I'd like to see Uncle Charlie coming off, and then see what gets pointed at him.
Yeah. Take my advice. Don't ever try that. You'll see a cannon. You'll see a tank barrel roll through your whole trailer there.
I'll hold my ground.
Yeah, okay. Well, just take and go back and look at the Branch Davidians and see what happened to you.
I'll still hold my ground and all. If I have to go 6 feet down, I'll go 6 feet down.
Roger. Well, let us know when you get ready to do that, and I want to get me that preamp.
And I'll let you have the whole base.
So, in unrelated news, Blue 21 already knows about this. Going all the way back 2014, there was this guy down in Texas named Blue Waffle who would regularly cause havoc on 38 lower sideband. He'd come in and tell everybody how dumb they were and all this kind of stuff, and play noise toys and just be a gentle butt. And then he moved to Lake Charles and he started jamming a 2-meter repeater down there, and he thought he was so damn smart. Well, the FCC sent him a letter and told him to cut that out, and he was too dumb to listen, and he kept doing it. So the FCC representative went down there with the sheriff and followed him around and taped him for 7 hours jamming that 2-meter repeater, and then they went and tapped on his door and caught him red-handed doing it, and the FCC just fined him $18,000. So that hit the internet on July 25th, and there's been a celebration all over 38 lower sideband for about the past week. Everybody laughing at that dumbass Blue Waffle, and also the hams on QRZEM.net, and I'm sure all down there in Lake Charles are laughing at him. He's the laughing stock of the ham band and 38 lower sideband.
I heard about that other Night Ranger. I heard about it and all. As far as I know, I ain't causing any issues.
Well, this guy was going out of his way to be a butt. He was. I mean, he's just an outright jerk, and, he was trying to piss off everybody he could find and tell everybody how dumb they were. Well, I got news for him. I can think of 18,000 reasons why I'm smarter than he is. And I should add one more to that, because he's probably going to lose his ham license, and I'll probably get to keep mine. So 18,001 reasons why he's dumber than everybody he was insulting.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest problems too and all. Shoot, you got some kind of idiots out there that cause havoc for everybody else too. Anyways, alright. I'm gonna take a standby over here.
Even Red Fox was going off on him yesterday morning. It was pretty funny. He wasn't on the air, but Red Fox was having a field day when he found out about it. We were calling him Butt Waffle and Wilted Waffle and Willie Waffle and trying to think of the other nicknames. They're talking about him. He claims he's not going to pay that fine, so they're talking about going to prison. And when he goes to prison for not paying that fine, he's going to have to change his CBN to the Butt Waffle, and Red Fox called him the San Francisco treat.
Nah.
Damn poor.
Well, was he an extra class?
No, he's a general, but he's probably going to lose that license.
Roger. Well, all he has to do is apologize. They'll let him go.
They might reduce that fine, but he'll have to pay something. What they've done with the really bad ones is they cancel their M license, but if they paid the fine, then they let them retake the test. And so what you see these guys do is they go get after they've got a brand new call sign, they go use the vanity call service to get their old call back. That's happened with 2 of them that I know.
Wow. Looks like they ought to DOA that call sign and never let it be, retire it.
Well, that's what they did. I'm pretty sure that's what they did with Baby Killer, because his call got canceled and then eventually got it back, and they used the vanity call sign service to get it back.
10-4.
Well, anyway, he was in his mobile, and they busted him in his car, and yeah, he's pretty stupid.
Oh yeah, he's been on EM.net, trying to argue back and forth that nothing's going to happen. He's a moron. He's got like 4 different channels. He's got people driving back in front of his house and calling him out, and he won't step out of his yard. He's the radio Rambo, talks big on the radio, but there's one video, some kind of white car pulled up in his house, and he was hiding in his yard. He wouldn't come out of his yard. Probably trying to stand by the stand your ground / castle or whatever they got down there in Louisiana. But man, he stepped out in that yard for a second, and that guy in that white car jumped out that door, and the old blue waffle, he ran back in his yard like a scared little schoolgirl.
Oh no.
And he was dumb enough he was following the guy's car with his camera trying to get the license plate, and he was dumb enough to pan across his mailbox so you can see the street address. And he posted the video, so all you got to do is type his name and Lake Charles, Louisiana, and the street address is in his own video, and you get his whole address and everything.
Google Earth him.
He's probably going to wind up in jail. I don't think he's got enough sense to stop. He'll probably wind up in jail.
Well, what was I going to say about him? He crossed the line when he was trying to jam emergency radio communications during the hurricane there.
Yeah, that's right. There's some type of emergency net going on for the tracking a hurricane, and he was jamming them. So yeah, that probably put the nail in the coffin for him right there.
I guess 15-4 isn't feeling. 1940 isn't feeling good tonight.
Well, that rain came down, making him go to sleep there longer.
Bullseye, you still out there?
Roger that. Still sit back listening to y'all. Here's some distant radios out there. I don't want to talk over those radios with this powerful machine I got here, but sit back listening.
10, Roger. Did you hear that 45 out there?
Yeah, I think I heard him earlier.
Yeah, who is that you're talking to there, 21?
That's Bullseye.
Okay, yeah, I got a copy on you over here in the creek, Bullseye. 45 in this creek sitting back on you.
Oh yeah, Roger that. I got you real good. You got a 9+ on my radio. You sounding really good over here toward this direction.
Good, 10-4. Yeah, I got about probably 6 or 7 on you. Doing a good job over here, my friend, no doubt. Where did you say you're at, 20 was?
I'm over towards 21, over towards Caneberry, that direction, a little bit down from him.
Okay, yeah, man. Yeah, you're doing a fine job from all the way up that way. That's for sure, man. I just wanted to let you know there, over.
I appreciate that. You sound really good here. Sit back listening.
What kind of radio did you say? Oh, yeah, that's that 2547 you're talking on there, Bullseye, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of those Galaxy DX2547. It's pretty much nothing old. It's pretty much what the new stuff that's coming out. That's just coming out the box. Run barefoot.
Roger.
Hey, I want to let y'all know that I know somebody that's got one of those radios, and a Elkin, a 6-tube Elkin. You know the deal, 21, and he's got a Doggone an Antron 99 to go with it, and a D104 microphone, and he's asking $500 for the whole package. Over.
410.
So if you know anybody interested in any of that stuff, he's trying to get rid of it all at one time, but you just let me know, shoot me a text or whatever.
Does that Elkin have a receive preamp on it?
I don't know. I don't remember. I have to try to blow up the photograph and take a look at that. It probably does. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, I gotta have that because that's the only way I can operate anything, you know. I just have them for the receive amp, you know. That's what I tell that 15-4. He don't believe it.
Yeah, I'll check it out now. I'll find out. Over.
10-4. Is that the 4-tube Elkin, the Super 6 Elkin, or what? How many tubes, or what is the configuration of the 2 driving 3 or 2 driving 4, or is it, what is it?
I think it's a 6-tube jobber, 2 driving 4. I guess.
10-4. Well, you know, but anyway. All right. Well, if you look at it at the top of it, and if it shows all of the, well, anyway, that's all right. Anyway, okay, I'll check around.
Roger.
What's going on there, Slammer?
Ain't much, just sitting there chilling there, Roger.
I mean you. Yeah, good to hear you out here. It was nice. I think I talked with you a little bit last Saturday evening there, but you sound good over here in the street, man.
410. Well, save some of them flowers for yourself because you're selling choice. Yeah, just sitting here chilling right now. I was out in the yard. I was giving somebody a shower enclosure. I picked it up off of a job, so I didn't want to throw it away. It was brand new, so I gave it away on Craigslist. There, Roger.
Too cool on that shower enclosure. I hear you. Yeah, I'm about to, here in a few minutes, I got to go in the house and to continue on some of my painting endeavors. I just had to get some polyurethane a little while ago from Lowe's. Well, I bought some polyacrylic. Put on something I got in there, and I got to do some priming on the door. I'll be doing that here in a few minutes, over.
Yeah, tempo. I know about them projects here, Roger.
Yeah, this is a fucking never-ending life owning a house, man. Tell you what.
I know what you mean there, brother. Believe me.
Hey, 21.
Yes, sir. Come on.
Yeah, I had my friend that I told you about the other day. He stopped me and asked me. He does want to sell that radio, the Browning 23-channel sideband mobile. I think it's called Deluxe.
Okay. Yeah. Well, just check and see. We don't. Do we know if it works or what he wants for it or whatever, or what kind of condition it's in, or what is it?
Well, I know that when I checked it out, it powers up, but I can't get it to transmit because he didn't have no too good the microphone go old. He had old tunnel plus too, and it looked like the battery cables was all corroded and all that. But it did power up.
Right. Well, we'll check into it.
Yeah, that's right. Get back with me, because he did stop me the other day on my way home and said that you don't have no use for it, so he wants to get rid of it.
410. Okay.
Did you run the pizza meal?
Did I do what, sir? No, I thought he said he had to take a break or something like that. I don't know. He might still be out there.
Info. I ain't heard him. That's what I was wondering.
How about that 987?
On Budweiser, you might answer quicker. Oh, shit. He's changing the tubes in there, and I received that.
Oh.
I thought it was resistors. No, he got the tube tight. That's why he has stuff nobody else has. Info.
Radiovac logged in on the chat on the video gate, so I think he was listening for us up there in Maine, but I don't think we got any conditions in that direction right now.
Yeah, he said over here he ain't got no conditions in Maine.
I heard Radiovac on 38 lower sideband a little earlier today.
Were you gating him?
No, I've been stuck on a conference call all day for 14 hours. I knew this was coming though. But anyway, I've been on the conference call since 6:30 this morning, so I knew it was going to be a long call, so I brought the work laptop up here to the radio room because I knew most of them I'd just be sitting around waiting for them to tell me what they needed me to do while a bunch of other people talk. So I had the radio on all day long, and I thought I heard him talking at some point during the day, but I was half paying attention since I had to focus mostly on the work computer.
Roger.
I know I heard Too Tall the other night. He's also up there in Maine. He's near Radiovac.
I hear a little bit of Skip trying to come in there.
I heard it too.
Have a great night.
How about that Skip land out there? Break. Turn your beams around. Is that Boney out there? That'd probably be on channel 20 if that's Boney.
I don't hear Boney.
I heard somebody that sounded like him, but I couldn't be for sure. I don't think Boney has any beams, so he said turn his beams around.
I heard somebody fluttering very faintly, but not enough to hear who it was.
I was outside, so I didn't hear it.
Slammer. Hey, Slammer. Nine 8-7.
Go ahead, 21.
Yeah, Slammer was trying to get a hold of you.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, but I was outside. I should tell you, y'all been eating too much pizza. Oh, I don't eat much pizza, but I do like the cheesy bread. I don't hardly ever eat pizza. I haven't had cheesy bread in a long time.
Oh, no, I got to get a pizza once every couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. I'll get a pizza and sometimes a beer.
Yeah, Rosie. Yeah, just never been a fan of tomato paste.
Hey, guys, I don't eat much pizza no more either, but I'm going to let y'all go. I might be listening in on my phone there. I got to go in there and get to work. Glad I could come out. Y'all have a good one. I got to go get painting, man. Go get some painting done, and we've been listening for you online there. 45 over here in the creek, man. We're back quiet.
Hey, 45. Say hello to Gnu.
I got 45. You take care. I have a good one. Call me crazy, man. That's all I can get in and talk to you. All right, 45. Have a great night for that, man. All right, 45. Have yourself a good one. Slam it back out.
Talk to you later, 45. Have a good evening. Night Ranger listening.
You're right, 45. We're going to do it on a bumper ride. I'm planning to go.
Hey, 21.
Yes, sir. I was going to tell 45 that Gnu was on there, on the chat there. Yeah, go ahead there, Night Ranger.
This radio's got an odd feature. When you hit the PACB switch, it turns the light off on the back of the signal meter. And I didn't know that. And so I hooked it up and I was going to use it, and I was like, and it had the PA switch turned on. I was like, dang, I'm going to have to go fix that lamp. And I was getting ready to pull the cover and hit the solder iron. Unfortunately, I hit the PA button and took it out of ZB, and then the light came back on. But I thought I was going to have to do a last minute repair.
Wow, that must be for people that don't know that they're talking over a speaker. They have to have a light to show them that they can't hear it there.
Yeah, but it definitely does it. But I was like, damn, that light went out. I got to fix it real quick.
Oh.
Hey, 21, that was the first invention of talkback, was those PA speakers.
Oh, yeah.
So 54, how you and the family been doing for now, buddy?
Hey, bring that back, 987.
How you and the family been doing over there, buddy?
We doing fine, man. We doing fine.
Yeah, boy. Ain't been flooding over in your neck of the woods?
Negative.
Boy, it got pretty bad over here. It got pretty darn bad over here.
I think the trees falling over in the woods because the ground's so soft.
3 weeks. There's been a lot of waterfall. We see it. I guess the most thing I seen was over there at Shadow Moss at the golf course where I work. It's a slop pit over there.
Yeah, pretty much the same here, too. The roads even got bad over there on James Island. But also on the island over here, too, it got pretty darn bad. Even one of my friends out there in Marmala, he ended up getting hit pretty darn bad, too.
Yeah, Tim, but I think it's about to change now according to the weatherman. We got good days coming.
Yeah, I'm hoping so, too, man. I am definitely hoping so. We're, nice clear weather and all, but, where these storms and all switch, where, gives us a little bit of a break, but then, it's spotty and the engineers where, you only get a little bit here and there, then it's gone. But, other than that, shoot, at least, hopefully we'll get a little bit of a break.
Yeah, I think we got that break is about here. Next week's supposed to be pretty good, and I think the only thing, that break we have to rest up and get ready for hurricane season. Not too far away.
It's already begun hurricane season already.
Well, normally we don't have to worry about it till like September, so that's normally the time that we get threatened with anything. But that's coming.
Yeah, it definitely is, man.
I'll be glad when it stops raining now. I'm sick of it. For 3 weeks? I got out trying to mow the lawn and it got chased back in, and then I went and did a little more, and then the storm came through and broke one of the elements off on my 6th element, Kaleni or Ray, and I had to run in between the rain showers and finally got that fixed. I mean, try to go for a bike ride and get halfway up the road and have to come back because it starts raining. Hook your radio up. Here comes thunderstorm. You got to unhook the coax and you get back up. Here comes another thunderstorm. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, you're right, Night Ranger. Especially for anybody dealing with these radios, unhook them, hook them back up, unhook them back up. Maybe that's the way it is.
I wasn't kidding though about the trees falling over in the woods. The past week I heard 2 trees just fall over. No wind or anything. The ground's so soft and wet back there. I heard 2 trees fall over. And then this morning, the one fell over across the power line. It wasn't any wind or anything. We got one big deluge, and then the power went out, and I got driving up to Taco Bell around lunchtime, and there's this perfectly straight tree, that it just tipped over. Nothing blew it over. It wasn't splintered. It just fell sideways, completely green and everything. It would have been, perfectly straight. It wasn't all bent and crooked or anything. And so the power was out probably for more than an hour and a half. And then later on in the afternoon, I was out in the yard, and I didn't hear another tree fall back in the woods.
Yeah, that's right. Well, like you say, it's the saturation of the ground. Once it reaches a certain point, the roots ain't got nothing to grab hold to, so First little movement. There it goes.
Yeah. Normally if I'm standing out in the yard and the deer walking around back there, I hear crunch, crunch, crunch. But now when I'm out there and the deer back there, I hear slosh, slosh, slosh. And that's not a joke. That's the truth.
That's right.
So 15-4, you still got your beans still hooked up?
Yeah, we're still on the beans.
Oh, 10-4. Light still coming on the flat side at all, on the side of them?
No, we on the vertical. We don't ever run on flat side unless we talking skip.
Oh, 10-4. Hey, if you don't mind, I want to try something out.
Okay.
You want to try your flat side out there? Just go to your flat side.
Alright, we're on flat side now. We swinging towards it.
Alright. I switched over to my flat side now. You still have that right?
Yeah. 10-8 copy.
10-4. Yeah, I'm on my flat side now too. But does it sound alright though to you?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good on flat side. Ain't no doubt about it, because we looking right at you. We turn the house too.
Oh, 10-4. I got you about 9 pounds over here.
Yeah, right. You notice a good signal on this end. We gonna flip to the vertical and I see what it look like.
10-4. Oh, you 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, well, it backed up a little bit, but that's on the vertical side. It was better on the flat side.
Yeah, I noticed a little bit too. You was modulating that a little bit, you know. I noticed a little bit of difference too from my flat side, just the vertical also.
Yeah, right. Well, it's standing straight up, so that I think that's probably a hypermodulation on the vertical side.
Oh yeah. You still on vertical?
Yeah, still on the vertical.
Yeah, I was on flat side still there. I just put back over my vertical there. I can notice a little bit of difference too.
Yeah, it should be a lot louder on the vertical side, because that's how I hear you a lot louder while you on the vertical.
Oh yeah. I got you at 9 pounds over here.
Yeah, right. Well, you throwing about 7.5 on my side.
But that Night Ranger. Crazy man, the Night Ranger, go away.
Hold on there on horizontal talking.
Oh, okay.
You about 8 now. Well, you must have went back to the vertical. I'm on the flat side. I'm on the flat side. But you must have went back to the vertical because your modulation dropped down.
Yeah, that's on vertical.
Yeah, they knew it. Flat side is for, I think most modulation is on the vertical side. So if you're on the flat side, you want to get better signals, but modulation is going to be down a little bit.
Yeah, boy. You damn pointed in the right direction, though. You damn pointed in a good direction over there. You think I'm pointed in a good direction there?
Keep talking.
Audio. 1, 2, 3, 4. Audio. 1, 2, 3, 4.
think best as I can point it, that probably ought to be you about right there. Yeah, I'm on the flat side. That's because that wasn't you. Now that's you. The number I got right now is probably where you are. That's right. All right, we going back to the vertical side and get swung around. Yeah, that's the best signal I had on you right there where you at now. Okay. That's where, what do you say, probably northwest, roughly? Now, if you figure from my direction, 180 degrees, it probably be that way, because I'm a little bit southwest is where I'm pointed at. Okay. Alright. So yeah, definitely so. Definitely so. Yeah, because I got the link to this UAC dipole to this between a architectural and a dipole. I guess like going down in the east or going down to the east or west. So basically where the signal is basically where it's going north and south, and as I was trying to make sure it's going in the right direction and all. Well, by the numbers of the degrees, you had 210 for me. So all you got to do to get your direction, it would be add 180 to that, and that would put you. That would put you, well, 180 degrees from my direction to be your direction to me. Yeah, right now I'm pointed southwest 210 degrees. That's where I'm pointed to be directly at you, judging by the signals that we've been talking about. So where you ought to be pointed would be 210 plus 180 would give you direction to me. Yeah, it would be. It would be. So I would only have to wear just a tiny little smidge, only tiny little smidge. Dipoles work, the way dipoles work, especially if you have it in the horizontal position, is like say if I was to have the thing where the legs were coming east and west and all, I'd be talking north and south. And if I was to put the legs north and south, then I would be talking east and west and so on and so on. But it kind of talks in both directions there. Yeah, that's right. Well, looking at, I got the degrees of the compass on the dial I'm looking at, and right now, me pointed at you is 210 degrees southwest. So if you was trying to point to me, you would be somewhere around northeast, pretty close to 20 degrees east of dead magnetic north. You're sounding pretty good now. Okay, so I'm pretty much right there. So I am pretty much yeah, but that's what we're gonna hear. Judging by the signal, we was looking at each other.
Cool, all right. We catch you later. Be the Pinto Man, we gone.
Oh, that's Pinto Man. He's up there near Prosperity, South Carolina. Hey, Pinto Man. Hello, Pinto Man, Bray. Somebody gotta have to put some juice there. Turn the preamp on there. I can't get him. I have to get another preamp there hooked up to do it.
Hey, you can't pull him out with that part in the cloud 100-foot antenna and that. What have you got? Do you have your Miko PT2 hooked up? You can't hear with that. Nobody's gonna hear you.
Oh, I can hear him. He just can't hear me because I'm just running the preamp. That's all. I'm just running a preamp.
All right.
Why you running him? Where's he at?
He's up there in Prosperity, South Carolina. That's Pinto Man.
What direction is that?
Isn't that up towards crazy? I mean, up near Orangeburg, up that way there, Night Ranger.
I don't know where it is.
Okay, Orangeburg would be straight up I-26 for me.
I believe that's about where he's at, somewhere at Prosperity and Clinton up that way.
What's his handle?
Pinto Man, and well, why did you go on the flat side there, 987?
Because I'm more kind of pointed up in that direction area, that's all. I'm kind of more pointed up in that direction, all I better give it a try.
Oh, okay. He might have switched over to another channel there. He might have went to 4. He might have went to channel 20. I know that Boney they get on channel 20 sometimes there. They used to be on this one, but Crazy Man was talking too loud there, and they couldn't hear each other talk up there.
They do have some pretty good ducting that gets going up between West Boney's about 80-something miles away because, you know, sometimes I can hear him on the mobile when the ducting conditions are good up there towards Florence.
Yeah, I know it, man. Sometimes he comes in. I've seen him almost 9 dB before, and then sometimes he's like 1.5. It's weird.
Oh, I watched him one time sit there go from S4 to 0 in about 30 seconds. And he wasn't flipping a switch or turning his beam or anything, you know. It was just because he's right up the coast. So that's what it is. We got probably the land breeze hitting the sea breeze and creating that duct.
Right. I'll tell you one thing on an unrelated subject. I just went inside there to let Annie out there. And I'm going to tell you what, I got mosquito bites, probably 5 of them on each arm, 2 of them on the back of my neck, my legs, and the back of my hand. I mean, just that fast. They're bad out there.
Oh, shit, yeah. This is no joke. I walked up to the double pane window on one of the bedrooms facing the front yard. And I just kind of was up close to the glass, and I looked on the other side of the glass. I bet there was 5 mosquitoes beating themselves up against the glass trying to get to me.
Tenfold.
Get thirsty towards some of your blood.
Yep.
At 21, you gotta get away from all that standing water.
I know it. Yeah, where are you going to go?
That's it. That's the $64 million question. There is no place
Yeah, and then you got to worry about getting those flash floods down there.
Well, it does flash flood down there. They have what they call the monsoon season, which is, it's bad by their standards and not bad by ours. But what happens is it's not as such an incredible amount of rain. It's just it's real quick. And the ground's so hard baked, it just hits and runs off. And they don't have a lot of vegetation to absorb it, so it does pile up real quick, the drainage ditches.
Yeah, it's like these people, they want to go explore this canyon. There's like 8 or 9 of them down there. They're down about 50, 75 feet down in this canyon. I mean, it's like a miniature version of Colorado going through that park there with anyway, it's way down. So anyway, a thunderstorm comes up about 20 miles away, and all of a sudden, a big storm comes up and they can't get out. And it's like most of them all got drowned down in there.
Well, some of those canyons, the walls are just about straight up, plus they're carved. But it really is beautiful out there. And it's odd, the clouds when they roll in, sometimes, here when you get rain, the whole sky gets covered. But out there, it's like they bunch up, it looks like a big wad of cotton balls floating around the air, and it's just kind of running around. Part of the sky will be crystal clear. And then you have all these clouds bunched up like a big pile of cotton balls running around the desert. And, you can see the rain streaming out of it. It doesn't spread out like it does here. It just bunches up like somebody dumped a big dump truck full of cotton balls, and it just kind of floats around the desert, rains underneath it. Kind of like, what was it? Was it Pigpen? Who was it? Remember Peanuts? That Peanuts character that had the cloud floating over it?
Yeah, Pigpen.
Hey, 21, you ever had to travel 40 out west, like headed towards like Oklahoma or something like that? You ever spend any time on 40 headed that way?
Negatory, just been as far as Alabama, out west direction there. If that's west, that's as far as I've been.
I have. I've been on that 40 all the way out to Flagstaff, and then I take a left to Phoenix.
That's kind where I am. Well, back in the day, I had to go to Oklahoma City, and I drove out there, and I can remember 40 is nothing on that road, going through Arkansas there until you get to Little Rock. All of a sudden, Little Rock pops up, and you look from the interstate to see them houses. They got houses on the edge of them cliffs. How do they live that way?
Did you ever take I-40 out through New Mexico? You want to talk about nothing for miles and miles, but it's gorgeous out there. Have you ever been through New Mexico on Interstate 40?
Yeah, I've been through New Mexico coming back from California when I got out of service on my way back here, back in 1973, matter of fact, coming through there. And that's the way, the biggest thing I noticed, there is no, 40 miles to this town, it don't happen that way.
Oh yeah, you go for miles and miles and miles, it's just a straight, it looks like a ribbon laid out for as far as you can see, because the humidity's so low, you can see 70 miles away. You just see the little double ribbon, going off up and down over the slow rolling hills off into the distance. You go for miles and miles and miles, and then you finally hit, if you're coming that way, you hit, what is it, Rosalinda, and then you also hit Albuquerque. I can't remember if Rosalinda's before Albuquerque or after, but yeah, you go a long way with nothing.
Yeah, you gotta be gas conscious. But you need to get gas. You need to stop and get gas. You could have a bad problem out there.
And they patrol the interstate with airplanes because there's nothing out there. And let me tell you what, when it gets dark, those truckers, I guess they think that they can hide in the dark because it's already 75 miles an hour throughout there. Of course, they're going 80. But oh my gosh, when it gets dark out in the desert, those 18-wheel trucks floor it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I was real surprised on 40, Little Rock. You look out the side of the interstate and see them houses perched on us. They look like sheer cliffs to me. How can you go out your back door with a sheer cliff out there?
It's pretty boring as you're going down 40 until you get to Oklahoma City. And on the east side of Oklahoma City, you know, there's lots of trees and everything, but when you come out the west side of Oklahoma City, it's like somebody drew a line and it's all rolling plains on the west side.
That's right. And from this side, you're pretty well to do it. Once you go over that bridge in Tennessee, you come down and well, when you leave Atlanta, you come down in Tennessee, and then there's just nothing. That's why they call it, I guess they grow a lot of hoes out there. That's why they call it the whole country.
Yeah. And boys, it takes forever to get through Tennessee. It's like, what, 400 or something miles, I think, to get through Tennessee on 40. I remember when I went through there in 1991 or 2, they had this gigantic sign as you were entering Arkansas, covering both lanes. You go across that bridge across, I guess it's the Mississippi River there. And it said, I mean, this was a huge sign. It said, speed limit strictly enforced. I mean, this sign was huge. Strictly. STRICKLEY.
Yeah, right.
I tell you what, when they make a spelling mistake, they do it big out there in Arkansas.
Big mistake, big sign.
It was so big it covered both. I mean, it was huge. It covered both sides of the interstate. It was so damn big.
I went on your live stream there with the other laptop, and I got the picture of that radio, and I stuck it in front of the camera. So, but it cut off one time on me. Let's see what happened here. Hang on. I'll try to get you back on here again. Okay, I don't know if it's going or not. Anyway. Are you still doing it?
Like that. Let me check my computer, make sure it didn't freeze up. Hope the computer didn't lock up. I don't see my mouse moving around.
Yes, said chat is disabled for this live stream. I said hello on it, and the next thing I know, it was gone. And just a line running around on there like a circle, and then that's got the picture back on there again, but it's not doing anything.
I think my laptop locked up because I can't even move my mouse.
10-4.
I just at the end of the live stream. Yeah, the clock's not updating either. Oh well.
Well, fellas, I think I'm gonna call it at night. I got some things to do around here, because I got an early morning in the morning for church, and we'll put it on you guys later. I enjoyed it, always a pleasure, and we'll do it again just as soon as we can. I'm clearing out.
All right, 15-4, enjoyed it, man. Always a pleasure having you in there. Sure do there. You always good CB'er there. And we'll put it on you later. Have a good night. Stay out. Don't let the bed bugs, the mosquitoes bite. I'm back out.
Hold up, 15-4. Catch you later, bud. You came out here and you freeze there. But we wanted to watch a good movie there. All right, catch you later. You have a good one till the next time. Go for me 116. Crazy, man. We go.
Yeah, that's what it was. My laptop locked up, so that'd kill the stream.
All right, 15-4. Take care. Have a great night over there, buddy. Right, bump up.
Catch you later, 15-4.
All right, Ranger, bump up.
Well, at least I got in at the last. I streamed in and commented before it shut down.
I don't know why it did that, but it did. Maybe it's sitting too close to the little radar.
Yeah, I might have done it when I keyed in there.
Oh, here's 21.
I said you was poaching viewers.
You know, I got a different Ethernet cable on here because I brought my other work laptop up here, and I forgot to snap the RF chokes on there to keep the RF from getting in the laptop, so that may have been it.
Ooh. I think I might need to do that. Especially on that long one I got running into the house. 100-foot Cat 5. I bet it's just sucking up out there as an antenna.
Yeah, I had RF chokes on the other one, but I put a switch in line so I could bring two computers up at the same time.
Okay, so you're completely shut down over there now, right?
Yeah, I didn't plan on stopping in, but it did.
10-4, okay.
And I just snapped some artichokes on that Ethernet cable. All right, I guess I'm gonna sign off too. I've been up since 5:30 this morning and been on that phone call since 6:30. So I enjoyed it, guys, as well. Catch you later. Night Ranger, sign up.
All right, Night Ranger enjoyed it too, and we'll put it on you later. I'm gonna get out of here in a little bit myself, a few more minutes, and get in there and rest my back a little bit, my shoulder there, really. So we enjoyed it. We gone.
I said, Night Ranger, catch you later. It's been a nice time. They call me the crazy man. We find out.
Talk to you later.
42.
Have a good night there, Night Ranger. Have a good night.
Man, I couldn't believe the mosquitoes that got me that quick. I mean, you could feel them all over the place, like ants crawling on you. Golly, I can imagine like dogs or cats being out in the yard or something like that. It must be terrible, you know?
You got that right. Especially when that water I got by that 5 mile goes on over home in the open field. That makes me worse when you want to, by the time teach that girl go how to operate a boat and get more water. Put more water by there and it's kind of covered up.
Yeah, I see the dead keys dropped and you're swinging a little bit more now.
Roughly about 20, 25, just shy at 30 there, and swing up there about 175, just shy at 200.
Roger, I hear you.
I switched back over to my other microphone there too. It's a stock, those old style Cobra coffee mics there.
10-4. I'm going to give you some echo on this echo mic. I'm going to give you some echo on this echo mic.
10-4. 10-4. But yeah, I like to, I definitely like to find some more of these microphones.
See, that's a little bit of echo there. That's halfway on the echo mic there, Roger. Crazy man, how you like that? 987 said he liked it. Come on. 987, can you hear me?
Matthew, that sounds perfect.
Oh, is it echo in there? Come on.
Oh, yeah, there's echo in there. It's perfect where it's at right there, man.
Yeah, I don't want hardly any echo in there. Just a little bit there. You want me to back it down?
No, don't back down. Don't move it up. Nothing. It sounds great right there.
10-4. That's halfway. That's halfway there. So I'll just leave it right there. I can't hear how it sounds. I've got a inline, a couple of ways of doing it, but I just didn't mess with it today. Audio sampler that Big D out of California or out of Arizona. Let's see. Yeah. Made for me, and he used to sell them on eBay. I don't know if he still does or not. And it goes in your coax line, and you hook a set of headphones to it, and you can hook a scope to it. And also I've got a Wawasi, like a dosimeter that's got a 1/4-inch phone plug in the front where you can listen, but it's not as good as that other thing. So only problem with those is I get confused with a set of earphones and I'm hearing myself talk. I don't really like doing it.
Well, where it's at right now, man, I would leave it alone. I would leave it alone. Do not touch it.
10 Roger. Yeah, the bugs have found their way out now. They've found out how to get out.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Do you know where, by any chance, do you know where I can find more of these Cobra style coffin microphones, the old style ones? Do you know where I can find them?
Well, I don't know right off there. They may have something else on them. I had one time that said T-Berry on it. I had one that said something else on it, but that's that style of mic. They call it the coffin mic. But they have them on eBay all the time.
Yeah, it's that for. I don't have an eBay account or anything like that. I just wondered if you knew maybe by any chance local or something, or you maybe knew of someone that might have something, or what. As I figured I'd ask you.
Yeah, don't you belong to the CB groups on Facebook?
Say again?
Do you belong to any CB groups on Facebook?
Yes, sir, I do.
There you go. That'd be this place right there.
10-4. All right, I'll look into it.
Oh, got the laugher out there.
Yeah, I hear somebody way off out there in the distance. I hear a whole bunch of people off in the distance tonight coming in. Well, 21, I'm going to end up calling it night over here, and you have yourself a great night and all. Hopefully you get better here soon, and crazy man, hopefully you get better too yourself over that way. Hopefully y'all stay dry and so on and so on. God bless you and your families over that way. Yeah, I'm going to call it night over here on the island, so y'all have a great night over that way.
All right, 987, appreciate it, man. You sounding good over here again, and I wouldn't touch anything over there on that radio. So I'm going to get ready in a little bit there to shut it down myself there. It's 1 hour and 45 minutes. I might stay in here for a few more minutes, kind of scan around and see what's going on there. Hey, this 21 back out.
Check, 21. Take it easy over that way. Have a great night. 987 on this old Cobra 139 XLR. Just back on the quiet side. I'm shutting it down. 21, you going 7?
Not yet there. I'm going to kind of scan around a little bit, but 987 is going 10-7. And so I was letting you know.
On that piece of man, 987. Check your head, buddy. You take care. 10-4, Chris, man. Have a great night over that way. Hope you get better too on that side. Take it easy, man. Hope you and the family doing good, and God bless them and all too. Take care. God bless. 987 on the island. I'm back quiet. 10-4, 10. I appreciate that. You take care now. Until the next time we talk to you later on. If you get out there, they call me a 116 with back out.
Crazy man, if I don't get to talk to you, I'll holler at you tomorrow there. I'm going to kind of scan around and see what's going on and get ready to shut her down there. I enjoyed it. Y'all have a good one, and we'll be back out.
14, that time we got stuff on the radio and right then, storm and rain and nobody out there to try to cover us up. Right, that's the only one. What you do, don't feed too much that mosquitoes out there to get so fast they won't know what to do and stuff. They call me crazy, man. We're going to go ahead. We're going 10-7 now.
Roger, Roger.
Man, I hope everything gets better for you. Are they going to have a Jesse on Thursday? What you got to say there, mate?
Hey, Big John Stud, slingshot way up north in these lakes. The bat is 5 on. Just getting down. I'll see you. Bye.
Slingshot must have them beams right on me. I'm gone.
You gotta go from the bottom side. That'll make this my last. Big John Stud.
Hello. Where's that Boney? Where's that Boney at, Brig? Check. Hello, check. $21, dirty diaper. Hello. Oh, that's you, 987? Oh, okay. Yeah, 10-4. All right, man, I'm going 10-7. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm back out. Yeah, Roger on that there. I got you in between a 1 and a 2 there. Okay, I'm gone.
Beautiful, man. Have a great night.
How about one of them radio checks out there? Anybody got extra radio check break? No radio checks, no radio checks. How about a smoker report? How about a smoker report? Nobody out there. See you later, Joy. 1-10-7.